Review of Prodigal Genius, The Extraordinary Life of Nikola Tesla by John J. O'Neill. This is a remarkable biography in several aspects. First, the author knew Tesla and had interviewed Tesla personally. Of the many biographies I have read, this is one of the very few that the author and subject had met. Second, the characters in the narrative included not only another famous inventor, Thomas Edison, but also business magnates George Westinghouse and John Pierpont Morgan, as well as the humorist Samuel Langhorne Clemens, commonly known as Mark Twain. Third, the author, a journalist and writer by profession, not only documented the numerous inventions of Tesla, but also explained the principles behind the working of every one of them mentioned in the book. The explanations are difficult to follow even for someone with a major in electrical engineering. How a journalist can do this is a mystery to this reader. While the author's explanations of Tesla's inventions are valuable, they also render a good portion of the book rough going for the reader. Fortunately, technical descriptions aside, there are plenty of interesting accounts of Tesla's life which more than compensate for the difficult passages. Below are a couple of examples. Tesla, at a young age, had decided that he would be an electrical engineer. His father opposed this and wanted him to go into ministry, which was the tradition of the family. At age 17, while still recovering from malaria, he contracted cholera. He was seriously ill, and the thought that not being able to study electrical engineering gave him little incentive to recover. As his conditions continued to deteriorate, his father, who had already lost a son, desperately wanted Tesla to recover. He whispered in Tesla's ear that he promised to send him to study electrical engineering and begged him to recover. Upon hearing this, Tesla, although totally lacking knowledge, lacking energy, began to show a smile and indeed went on to recover. While Thomas Edison did not believe Tesla's idea of using alternating current for the designs of motors, generators, transformers, and transmission lines, George Westinghouse was an admirer of Tesla and appreciated his genius. In the contract giving Westinghouse the right to Tesla's patents, Tesla was to receive $1 million upfront and royalties afterward. The $1 million part was honored, but not the part about royalties. Despite this, Tesla never held any grudge against Westinghouse. The story about Tesla's affection for pigeons is touching. Tesla fed the pigeons near his lodging for many years. There was one that he was particularly fond of. When the pigeon was sick, Tesla nursed her back to health. One night, the pigeon flew into his room and stood on his desk. Tesla could tell from her eyes that she was telling him that she was dying. Tesla told the author when they met in one of their night walks on the deserted Fifth Avenue in New York that when that pageant died, something went out of my life. Tesla was selected to receive the Edison Medal of the American Institute of Electrical Engineers in 1917. Tesla's friend, B.A. Brandt, was chairman of the Edison Medal Committee. In his speech at the opening of the ceremony, Brandt paraphrased the Pope's lines on Newton, quote, "Nature and nature's law lay hid in sight. God said, 'Let Tesla be,' and all was light." Commenting on this, the author wondered anyone in the audience grasped the full significance of Brandt's words, as most of the engineers present belonged to the younger generation who had been taught from textbooks that almost completely omitted mention of Tesla's work. Concerning the printing and layout of the paper version of the book, they can be improved. The printing is very light and strains the eyes. The 20 sections, which usually known as chapters, have no subtitles to give the reader an idea of what the contents of each section is about. There is no index, making it very difficult to look anything up. In conclusion, I recommend the book be required reading for students of electrical engineering. End of review.